All right, so today we're diving into AI money-making hacks.
Oh, yeah, those are everywhere right now.
It feels like everyone's talking about them.
Yeah, definitely.
I've got these articles here from Motley Fool, Rateable, and Hostinger,
Okay.
and they all promise to reveal like the ultimate secrets to AI riches.
Right, right.
And honestly, part of me is like, sign me up.
Yeah, well,
Let's swap this microphone for a coding keyboard and start cashing in.
I think a lot of people are feeling that pull.
But the other part of me is like, okay, let's be real here.
Yeah.
Is this really as easy as it sounds? Or is this just hype?
Yeah, that's the million-dollar question, isn't it?
It really is.
And it's smart to be skeptical
Yeah.
because all three of these articles, they actually agree on one crucial point.
What's that?
AI is a tool.
Okay.
It's not a magic money button.
So you're saying I can't just tell ChatGPT to make me money
Laughs.
and then just sit back and watch Netflix?
If only it were that easy, right?
Right.
Think of it this way.
Okay.
The invention of the printing press didn't automatically make everyone a best-selling author.
True.
It created opportunities,
Right.
but it still took skill and effort to actually write and publish a successful book.
So AI is more like a printing press than a money tree.
Exactly.
Okay, so where do we even begin?
Well, Motley Fool seems like a good starting point.
Okay.
They focus on some beginner-friendly tactics,
Like what?
like using AI for content creation.
Oh, yeah, that's huge right now.
It is.
Everyone's talking about AI, writing blog posts, website copy, even social media captions.
And for good reason.
Yeah.
We're living in this creator economy where everyone needs more content faster and cheaper.
Right.
AI writing tools are exploding in popularity because they offer a solution.
So does that mean anyone can just fire up ChatGPT and start charging for whatever it spits out?
Well, not so fast.
Okay.
I've seen some of that AI-generated content floating around out there, and let's just say...
It's not always pretty.
Exactly.
So there's got to be more to it than that.
There is.
What's the catch?
Both Motley Fool and Retable, they emphasize the importance of human oversight,
Okay.
especially when it comes to editing and fact-checking AI-generated content.
So you're saying there's still a need for that human touch?
Absolutely.
That we're not all going to be replaced by robot writers just yet?
Not at all. In fact, I think this is where you and our listeners can really stand out from the crowd. Think about it. You have this knack for crafting compelling stories.
Okay.
Or maybe you have a keen eye for detail.
Yeah.
You can combine those skills with AI tools to create high-quality, accurate content that businesses are craving.
So it's like having a superpowered writing assistant.
Exactly.
AI can handle the research, the outlining, even generating different drafts.
Right.
But then I can come in with my human brain
Yeah.
and add that extra layer of polish and make sure it's actually engaging and factually accurate.
Precisely. And let's not forget the time savings.
Oh, yeah, that's a big one.
How long does it normally take you to research a blog post?
Oh, it feels like forever sometimes.
Exactly.
Especially if it's a topic I'm not already familiar with.
AI can streamline those tasks,
Okay.
which allows you to be more efficient and potentially take on more clients or projects.
So it's not just about working faster. It's about working smarter.
Exactly.
I like the sound of that.
But it's not just about churning out content faster either.
Okay. There's got to be some strategy involved.
You're absolutely right.
Mm.
And this is a point that both Motley Fool and Redtable emphasize.
What's that?
The importance of specialization.
Okay, what do you mean by that?
You don't want to be a jack-of-all-trades content creator.
Okay.
You want to be the go-to expert for a specific niche.
So instead of trying to write about everything under the sun,
Right.
I should focus on, say, crafting compelling website copy for artisanal cheesemakers.
Precisely.
Okay, I can get behind that.
Find your niche.
Right.
Become an expert in that area.
Okay,
And use AI to enhance your existing skills and knowledge.
gotcha. And Red Devil takes this idea of specialization even further, right?
They do.
They're talking about using AI to actually build your freelance profile,
That's right.
not just to do the work itself.
Exactly. They're talking about leveraging AI to identify your ideal clients,
Oh, wow.
to optimize your rates,
Okay.
even to craft winning proposals.
So it's like having a business manager and a marketing guru all rolled into one.
It's like having an AI agent.
No, that's what I call working smarter, not harder.
Right.
This is really opening my eyes to the possibilities beyond just content creation.
It's a whole new world out there.
It really is. Speaking of which, when I saw Hostinger mention AI for coding, website building, and even music composition, I almost fell out of my chair.
It's pretty mind-blowing, isn't it?
It is. Tell me more about this Moobert thing.
Okay.
That one really caught my attention.
Moobert is a perfect example of how AI is being used for these creative tasks that go way beyond just writing.
So what is it?
Basically, you give it a few keywords,
Okay.
you specify the mood and style you're going for,
Yep.
and boom, you have AI-generated music that's royalty-free and ready to use.
So instead of spending hours searching for the perfect background music for my podcast,
Right.
I can just have AI compose it for me.
That's the idea.
That's incredible.
Mm-hmm.
But what about the quality?
That's a big question, right?
It is. Can AI really compete with human musicians?
That's a debate that's raging in the creative world right now.
I bet.
What's undeniable is that these tools are democratizing creativity,
Okay.
making it possible for anyone to experiment and create, even if they don't have years of formal training.
So AI might not replace human composers and musicians entirely, but it can definitely be a powerful tool for them.
For sure.
And for those who need custom music, but maybe don't have the budget for a full-blown composer,
Yeah,
these AI tools offer a fantastic alternative.
absolutely. And this is just scratching the surface.
Really?
Hostinger also talks about using AI for more technical tasks, like coding.
Oh, yeah. Like what?
For example, AI can be used for tedious coding tasks like documentation,
Oh, interesting.
things that most developers would rather avoid.
Right. Who wants to spend hours writing documentation
Exactly.
when you could be building the next big thing?
AI can handle the boring stuff,
Okay.
freeing up developers to focus on the more creative and challenging aspects of their work.
That's a game changer.
It is.
It is a game changer for sure. It seems like AI is really shaking things up in the work world.
Definitely, both Hostinger and Risible touch on this idea of the future of work.
And how AI is a driving force behind it.
Right. Companies are really shifting their focus.
In what way?
They're increasingly looking for specialized skills rather than full-time employees.
So it's all about becoming that go-to AI-powered freelancer
Exactly.
who can swoop in, solve a specific problem efficiently, and then deliver those amazing results.
Precisely. And AI can really level the playing field here.
Milestone.
You no longer need a fancy degree or years of experience to build a successful career.
Interesting.
It's more about identifying a need, mastering the right AI tools, and becoming that indispensable expert.
So it's almost like AI is becoming a standard requirement.
In a way,
Like
yeah.
having proficient Microsoft Office on your resume.
Exactly. It's becoming increasingly important to be comfortable with AI tools. Right.
And to understand how they can enhance your work.
Okay, that makes sense. But what about taking it a step further?
What do you mean?
Hostinger also talked about developing AI products.
Oh, right.
That sounds a bit intimidating, to be honest.
It sounds daunting, but Hostinger actually breaks it down in a way that makes it seem more accessible.
Okay, how so?
They talk about using APIs.
APIs.
Yeah, you know those things that let software programs talk to each other?
Okay, yeah, I vaguely remember hearing about those.
You don't necessarily need to be a machine learning whiz to build an AI-powered tool.
Okay.
You can use existing APIs to add AI functionality to your product.
So you're saying I could build a whole AI-powered app even if I don't know anything about coding?
Well, some coding knowledge might be helpful,
Right.
but the point is you don't need to reinvent the wheel.
Gotcha. There are these pre-built AI components that you can integrate into your products.
Okay, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
So what kind of AI-powered tools are we talking about here?
Mm.
Let me think.
Give me some examples.
Well, think about something as simple as a grammar checker
Okay.
that's powered by AI,
It is.
or a tool that summarizes lengthy documents
Right.
or transcribes audio recordings.
Yeah.
These are all relatively simple applications of AI that can be incredibly valuable to the right audience.
I can definitely see the value in those. But Hostinger also mentioned data science consulting.
Oh, yeah.
That sounds potentially lucrative,
It can be.
but also a little over my head.
Data science is a hot field right now.
It is.
And Hostinger is right. Data is king.
It is king.
Companies are practically drowning in data.
Yeah, that's true. And they need experts who can help them make sense of it all.
So if you have an analytical mind
Right.
and you enjoy finding patterns and insights,
Yeah,
data science could be a lucrative path.
definitely.
So I need to brush up on my algorithms and statistical modeling.
It wouldn't hurt. But remember, you can always specialize within data science.
Okay,
Find a niche that interests you
right.
and become an expert in that area.
This is starting to feel like a choose-your-own-adventure novel.
It kind of is.
There are so many different paths you can take within the world of AI.
That's what makes it so exciting.
Speaking of different paths, Hostinger also mentioned investing in AI.
Oh, right.
Is that what they mean by high risk, high reward?
Investing in AI is definitely not for the faint of heart.
Okay.
It can be a volatile market, but there is potential for significant returns.
So some people are making a lot of money
They are.
by investing in the companies that are developing these incredible AI tools.
Exactly.
So it's like investing in the gold rush.
Right.
Rather than panning for gold yourself,
Exactly.
you're betting on the companies that will strike it rich in the AI gold rush.
Now, that's a good way to put it. It's a high-risk strategy, but it can also lead to bigger rewards.
Of course.
But it's crucial to do your research
Yeah,
and to understand the risks involved.
that's always good advice no matter what you're investing in.
For sure.
This has been incredibly eye-opening.
Yeah, it's a lot to take in.
We've gone from simple content creation to building AI-powered apps to diving deep into the world of data science.
We've covered a lot of ground.
It seems like AI really does have the potential to transform the way we work and live.
Absolutely. And that's what makes it so exciting.
It really is. It's a little mind-blowing to think about how quickly AI is evolving.
It is. It's developing at an incredible pace.
What seems impossible today could be commonplace tomorrow.
Exactly. That's why it's so important to stay curious.
And to keep learning.
Because the skills that are in high demand today might evolve tomorrow.
So we need to be adaptable.
We do.
So how can our listeners stay ahead of the curve?
I think it's less about being ahead and more about being a lifelong learner.
Okay.
The world of AI is constantly changing, so embrace that change.
Don't just focus on what I can do with AI right now.
Right.
Think about the future.
Exactly.
What am I passionate about?
Yeah.
What problems do I want to solve?
Because AI can be a powerful tool for turning those passions into something real.
It's like you said earlier, AI is a tool.
It is.
It's up to us to figure out how to use it effectively.
And to use it ethically.
Right. We should probably talk about that for a second.
Yeah, definitely. Because all three of these articles, they kind of gloss over the ethical considerations.
Did you do?
But it's something we need to be mindful of.
Like, what kind of ethical considerations are we talking about here?
Well, for starters, AI systems are often trained on massive data sets.
Right.
And those data sets can reflect the biases that exist in the real world.
So if the data is biased, the AI will be biased too.
Exactly. And that can lead to all sorts of unintended consequences.
Like what?
Well, let's say you're using an AI-powered hiring tool.
Oh.
And the data it was trained on contains biases against certain demographics.
That AI tool might end up recommending candidates who fit a very narrow profile.
Exactly.
And that could perpetuate existing inequalities in the workplace.
Precisely. So it's important to be aware of these biases.
Right.
And to make sure that we're using AI in a way that's fair and equitable.
And responsible.
Exactly. Because AI has the potential to be a powerful force for good in the world.
It does.
But it also has the potential to amplify existing inequalities if we're not careful.
It's like any powerful tool.
Right.
It could be used for good or for evil.
Exactly. It all depends on the intentions of the user.
So it's on us to use this power wisely.
It is.
And to make sure that AI is benefiting everyone, not just a select few.
Well said. Couldn't have said it better myself.
This has been an incredible deep dive.
It has.
It's clear that AI is transforming the world around us.
It is.
And I, for one, am excited to see what the future holds.
Me too. It's an exciting time to be alive.
It really is. Thanks for joining me on this deep dive.
It was my pleasure.
And to our listeners, keep exploring, keep learning, and keep diving deep.
And stay curious.
We'll catch you in the next episode.